Hello everyone, JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City preview. This time we're going to be previewing the Champions League Group Stage Match Day 3 match with Manchester City at home at the Etihad Stadium, going up against Italian Serie A side Atalanta. Remember, it's Atalanta, not Atlanta. So before we crack on with this preview, make sure, like always, if you're enjoying the content, make sure you press that red button, subscribe, press the bell, put your push notifications on, aiming for 5,000 subscribers. We're not very far away, are we now? 11 subscribers away at the time of me recording this. Any help towards that will be much appreciated. Hopefully hit that at some point this week. Don't forget, also, you can check out my social media links in description below and popping up on screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Why not? And also don't forget, leave your thoughts in the comments below and leave a thumbs up if you enjoy this video. Yes, still not feeling very well, but we troop on. So, Champions League Group Stage, Match Day 3, win's going to take us to 9 points, and probably you'd think on the brink of qualification. It's at 8 PM kickoff, British summertime. Yes, we're still in British summertime, but not for too much longer. Tuesday, 22nd of October. Etihad Stadium, still tickets available if you are wanting to go to this game. Love European nights. I'm going to this game. Hopefully be able to produce a small vlog for you too if possible, so stay tuned for that. That should be up on Wednesday sometime, so if you enjoy match vlogs and football vlogs and things, make sure you stay tuned for that. So, let's speak about our oppositions then. Atalanta, third in Serie A, love scoring, drew this weekend, 3-3 away at Lazio. They'll be a bit disappointed considering they were 3-0 up, and there was a clip going around on social media, on Twitter in particular, of Atalanta not getting through the 4-man Lazio wall in the 88th minute after being 3-0 up. It was 3-2 at the time, ended up conceding a 91st minute penalty which was converted by Lazio, so they chucked away a 3-0 lead in a match where Atalanta really should have finished with 3 points. So they'll be disappointed with that, and they'll have a burning desire now where they want to go and rectify. Normally when you get a disappointment or something disappointing happens in a game, all you want is to be playing ASAP so you can go out there and rectify all the wrongs that you did produce in that game, and that's what I've got a feeling is going to be happening in this game. But football doesn't often work like that, so we're going to have a look instead at what to expect from Atalanta. Decent Serie A side, finishing third, I think they did, in the Serie A last season. They're currently third at this moment in time, and doing very well in Serie A, really. Like I said, they like to score goals. Their best striker's got injured. They've managed to, they've got another striker who's come in his place and is scoring goals too. It's going to be a difficult game for Manchester City. However, we're not in Serie A. We're not playing them in a Serie A match. We're playing them in the Champions League, and the form that Atalanta are showing isn't too brilliant in the Champions League. Had an away game. Their last away game was away in Croatia against Zagreb. Lost 4-0. They're playing at the San Siro, which isn't their home, granted, but home match against Shakhtar Donetsk. Last kick of the game. Lost 2-1. Disappointing start for them. Another difficult game here, coming away from home. I'm sure they'd have wanted this at the San Siro first, but instead they're coming to Manchester first, and City are going to look here to try and dominate this game and be able to pick up the 3 points. And I will say that Atalanta, if they're wanting to qualify, will, you'd think, need points, not just from this game, but in the return game in match day 4 from the San Siro too. So they'll be looking for something here. They're going to take the game, I reckon, to City and look to just attack and score goals, because that is what they're good at, it seems. So they may well try and do that. Now, just having a look at their squad. Not all familiar with most of their players. I am, however, familiar with a player called Duvan Zapata. He's their player that is injured, that striker. So that's good news for Manchester City. He's a Colombian international. Scored 29 goals in 44 appearances for Atalanta when doing my research. So he won't be playing, so that's a big bonus for Manchester City. He picked up an injury whilst on international duty in the last international break. So instead, a player called Luis Muriel, who is another Colombian international and scored twice this weekend, will more than likely be leading the line too. Now, I had a look at their formation that they played against Lazio. It confused me as to whether it was like a 4-5-1 or a possible 3-4-3 that Italian teams like to play. If that's the case, Pep Guardiola is going to need to do some homework, and he said, is he going to be watching the Liverpool game, which I'm recording at the time and me sorting out and everything, the video, while that game's going on. He said he's just going to have a watch of Atalanta and see what's happening with them. They're unusual. It's a game where I don't really know what to expect. It's one of these that City could end up hammering them 6-7-0, or they're another team that could well in the first 10 minutes be 2-0 up against us. It could go one way or the other. I don't know. The Champions League, though, it's difficult. Like like I said, this isn't the Serie A, it's Champions League. There's different pressure, there's different things. City struggled to settle when we first came into the Champions League, so it is different. Just ask Liverpool. Liverpool look more suspect in the Champions League, look like they're going to lose more games. They have lost more games in the Champions League than what they lost in the Premier League. It's crazy, isn't it? Yet Liverpool didn't win the Premier League, but did win the Champions League. Champions League's a crazy competition. Yeah, interesting game, this one. For Manchester City, Nicolas Otamendi and Kyle Walker more than likely probably won't be featuring. Nicolas Otamendi, I think, has got a knock. So I doubt we're going to bring him in after leaving him out of the Crystal Palace game. Like, if he was near enough 100% to go, he'd probably been on the bench, but he wasn't. So I'm going to presume that he's probably not going to be starting in this game. And Kyle Walker, I don't know what the illness has got, but there is a illness going round, it seems, because I've got it too. And let me tell you right now, if he's feeling like how I'm feeling, we're not going to be seeing him for maybe a week or so. Yeah, so I'm expecting some rotation in this game. Kevin De Bruyne had just come back from injury. Benjamin Mendy just come back from injury. Both started in the last game. I'd be surprised if they started again in this game. Obviously, Aymeric Laporte and Leroy Sané are long-term injuries, absences for City. Just wondering if we're going to see Rodri and Fernandinho at centre-back again. It is possible. Now, my score prediction, I'm going for 4-2 to Manchester City. Normally lots of goals and unusual scores when I'm there, so I don't see why this might be any different. We all love a goal fest, really, and I'm hoping that City will move on to the 9 points here and near enough seal their qualification and start thinking about winning the next couple of games in the Champions League and have a little dead rubber towards the end. But yeah, going to pop up my team prediction now for you. I've gone for Ederson in goal, Joao Cancelo at right back, Oleksandr Zinchenko at left back. I've gone for John Stones to start if he's okay to start. If not, it is possible we could see Eric Garcia and Fernandinho starting. I suspect we'll probably go with Fernandinho and John Stones. It is possible to see Rodri and Fernandinho. I was just thinking, though, to do that, Gundogan, you'd think he'd have to play at defensive midfield, so who am I going to put in midfield? So I've gone for Rodri, Gundogan and David Silva. I mean, we could have Phil Foden playing alongside David Silva, but with a formation and how I think they're going to commit a couple of men, 2 or 3 men forward and look to really hurt Manchester City on the counter-attack and try and play as quickly as possible, you'd think that City would find comfort in having more defensive options. So going with David Silva and Phil Foden in the middle, it's possible. Will we see it? I don't know. Pep Guardiola just chuck out surprises. Will we see Bernardo Silva and David Silva in the middle that we've seen before? I'm not too sure. Gone for Riyad Mahrez, Raheem Sterling, Sergio Aguero up front. Mahrez didn't start in the last game, so I think he'll start in this game. Bernardo Silva may well get a rest, and I've gone for Aguero up top because he's just come back from injury. Jesus played in the last game, so I've gone with Aguero. Like I said, don't rule out Phil Foden possibly starting in this game, but I'm not sure Pep will tinker too much in the Champions League. He'll take the Champions League very seriously. He'll want to win this game, and like I said, if we win this, get into match day 4, get a good result there, start thinking about the Shakhtar at home game where we could start saying, actually, not only have we qualified, we've qualified in first position, and we could well find ourselves with a dead rubber, for us at least, going into the match in Croatia in Zagreb when it starts getting towards that very busy December schedule that we've seen when we played Shakhtar a couple of seasons away from home, where we can take it easy, rest some players, and have a nice relaxing week for a few of our main starting players. So yeah, there we go. That has been the video. Don't forget, leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Leave your thoughts in the comments below with your score and team prediction for this game. Don't forget also, you can also check out my social media links that you can find in the description below and popping up on screen for my Twitter and Instagram if you want to go and follow me on there. And like I said before, don't forget, subscribe if you're new around here, press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. So, I'll see you all again for the next Manchester City video. It will probably be the analysis of this game, and soon after I'll have the vlog up on Wednesday. So make sure you stay tuned for that. We've got videos coming out thick and fast. Football's back, international break, that's long in the distant memory, so make sure you stay tuned for that. So I'll see you all again very soon for that video. Go check out my other stuff on my channel. Yes, I'm just trying to drag the video along to 10 minutes. You know how it is. So yeah, I'll see you all again very soon. So it's been JSGC. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace. Ciao for now.